Good morning, everybody on YouTube. This is Rick Thomas from Obsolete Video Services. Hey guys, doing an overview of these IVC machines I got yesterday. All right, we got a pretty good handle here. We're actually kind of lucky in a way. Anyways, this machine here in front, which I think is the model, the 820, is also a color machine. All right, this particular one here. This one in the back is actually a black and white machine, and it does not have a color card. But the problem is that machine has an awful lot of problems. Bad scanner, and they were cannibalizing that machine, which seems to be the older of the three, to fix this machine and to fix the IVC-870. Well, okay, guys, I powered up the two units that are absolutely in full working order. This one here, I guess they were trying to get around to changing the cooling fan on the bottom, but they didn't. So I'm going to cannibalize the cooling fan off of the black and white junk machine in the back and change that fan out and replace it on this one. Because if you don't change out the cooling fans, the machines will automatically shut down at a certain temperature, warning you that the cooling fans are not working. Well, this cooling fan on this particular machine does not work, but the best part about it is this machine does work, and so does that one down there. They do have good video heads on them. I did check them. They don't look like they're real bad. So we're gonna have a good couple good working machines besides my editor. This is gonna be really sweet. As you can see, it does power up. Machine powers up fine. I can't leave it on too long. Cooling fan machine will shut down, but as you can see, it does work. So these are working machines. Gonna be very little need to be done with these. I'm not gonna have to do any big repairs on these two particular machines, which is fantastic. And as you can see, go into rewind, then you go into rewind. There you go, it rewinds. So we do have two really good machines, and they're color machines. These do have the color cards, so they play black and white and color. So we have a total of 3 black and white and color machines that will be in my arsenal, and will absolutely be working when I need them. This is just fantastic. Oh my God, this is just beyond belief. But they do work. They've been sitting for a long time. As you can see, it does power up and rewind and play, and the meters all work. If you check out the meters, you see they pop, they do work, so the audio and everything does work on this thing. It has been sitting for a very, very long time, but this is the 870. This is the better of the models, and you can see, got all the various different positions for setting this thing, but it does work. So we got this particular one work, it does work, just the cooling fan definitely has to be changed. This is the 820. This one does power up as well. It's going to need a good cleaning, but it looks like the cooling fan on that one is working properly. This machine here, which is the model, the 825, they cannibalized the hell out of this machine. The scanner is locked. The scanner doesn't even move. It took a motor out of it. And there's no video heads. It's basically a junk machine. They really cannibalized the hell out of it. I'll scrap it for the aluminum and the good parts of the unit, which these parts will be usable for the two machines that I do have that's working. So overall, it looks like we're gonna have two awesome miniature IVCs that will work properly. We'll have two decks that will be actually working. The 870, and what model was that one? The 820, the 870 and 820 will actually be working machines. This is amazing, guys. I mean, because now I have a total of 3 of these. They'll actually be in full working order. And then basically we just have to assess the video heads. I'm going to have to take them out and get a good look at them and see how many hours is still left on them if they're not too wore out. But these are very good machines, guys. I mean, this is just an amazing find. Anybody, you know, who's anybody who happens to have these machines and they're just sitting around, I mean, it's crazy. Right now, everything retro is big right now. People are big into tape machines and tape decks and things like that. You ain't gonna get nothing more cooler than these. These are very, very cool units. Anyways, as you can see, it does work. And just everything's rewind, everything works on this. So the meters are working. The meters are all working, so I'm assuming that the video is going to be, it will play video. I do have to thank my friend John. John, thank you so much. I know you're watching. You're going to provide me with a service manual which actually services these models. A very hard service manual, which he happens to have. And the good news is he's been sitting on a collection of IVC television programs on tapes like these, which he's going to let me transfer slowly for him. So we're going to have a IVC transfer job coming up with a bunch of tapes that John's going to provide. And I want to thank John. John, you've been a godsend on this. John has been in the business for a long time, and he's a very big fan of my YouTube channel, and he's going to provide me with the service manuals for these. The service manual for this IVC, it's a must. You got to have it. He actually has one that's for all these models, especially the smaller models or the compact units. So we're going to get the service manual, and basically the only thing that seems to be wrong with the 870 is a cooling fan, from what I could tell. This one down here, the 820, is in full operational order. The 825, which is the one in the back, that one is a complete junk machine. Apparently, somebody really screwed with that deck. I mean, took the motor out of it, the scanner, they broke the scanner, all kinds of things. It's missing video heads. It's just, So basically, I'm going to gut that machine for all usable parts and just box them. And we'll have two really, really high quality decks here. And then plus we got the IVC professional editor that's in my living room, which is up and running, that can be used right away. So basically we'll have two backups on top of the one IVC I have sitting in my living room, which makes 3 workable units, which play color and black and white. And I want to thank John for all your help. He's going to send me a bunch of IVC tapes that actually have recordings on them. He has an awful lot of them, and he's saw my YouTube channel, and he's an older gentleman, and he wants me to convert them, and it's going to be some real goodies found on those from what I'm told. So we'll be doing those tapes slowly. He's going to send me maybe 10 or 15 at a time. So we're actually going to be able to get some IVCs right away. Since I got the machines, I'll be able to do those right away. And then, of course, we're waiting on the Ampex stuff. Still have to buy a few machines for the Ampex. And the 100 tapes that we're going to be working on here with the 2800, 2900 still in storage. This project, I'm still trying to get these machines so we can actually start working on that project too. So we got 2 1-inch projects, but this one here I'll be able to actually start doing now because I do have these machines. This is the IVC, and John has an awful lot of tapes that he got years ago, and a lot of them I think he doesn't know what's on them, and he says, a lot of it's television related. So hope you guys enjoyed this video.